Welcome back to Living Local. Vibrant truly cares about the communities where their members live and work, and they're the best place in town to keep your deposits, reaching top-ranking national lists for their high interest rates. And joining us in this segment, sponsored by Vibrant, is CEO and President, Mr. Matt McCombs. How are you, sir?
Doing great.
Hey, thanks for having us out here. This is a really cool facility, man.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on at Vibrant. Can you tell us about the changes?
Yeah. When you look at kind of the banking industry as a whole and everything that's going on, we've seen the consumer behavior change tremendously. And it's no different in banking than we've seen in other industries for years. Years ago, you used one single financial institution as kind of your aggregator for everything. It was really hard to manage your business in multiple places. And what we found today is with technology and with the transparency in the market, consumers are far more willing to have multiple financial providers, and it might be a Venmo or a Rocket Mortgage. And at Vibrant, what we've looked at is, instead of trying to fight this idea of fragmentation in banking, we're going to embrace it. And so we've really worked hard the last 3 or 4 years to put ourselves in a position to be the best place in the market for your deposits.
And when you're looking at stuff like that, who do you look to for inspiration?
Yeah, I think some of that is you have to look at what happens in other industries. And in banking, what we started to see, way back about 10 years ago with the rise of the Rocket Mortgages of the world, consumers were starting to really fragment what they did. They no longer just called their local institution for what they needed. And then all of a sudden a SoFi or a BMO Alto or these online providers came out that were providing rates that were just so different than what you could get in your local market. And consumers' willingness to accept that. They now have the bank in their palm of their hand all the time with their phone. And so for us, we said, we've got to find one area of the business we can be exceptional at. And we really zeroed in on deposits as that thing that we could be exceptional at.
It's very much if we build it, they will come type situation, man. When people think of Vibrant, what do you want people to think, when they hear that name?
Yeah, we want people to know that we are the best place for your money, right? At the end of the day, I think consumers and individuals care about companies that really are supporting their local community, but are also going to do it with a price that works for them. What we looked at Vibrant is we want to be very much supporting our local community, right? So things like junior achievement coming into our space here. We sponsor sports clubs in town. We certainly have done things with the Mark, right, and turning that into Vibrant Arena at the Mark. But a lot of that was, how do we put dollars back into our local community, but be able to offer products that are as price competitive as what you can find by any national provider out there.
Yeah, and how's the new coffee house doing? Is it doing pretty well?
Yeah, the coffee house has been great.
Yeah.
A lot of the aspect around the coffee house for us was, how do we engage with consumers differently, right? I'm not sure the last time you walked into your local bank office for a transaction, but we found consumers just stopped doing that. The one thing we didn't want to lose was a way that you could interact with Vibrant as a brand. And so the coffee house for us has been our way of engaging with the community in a way that's still financially viable for our organization, but a give back into the community as well.
You're so involved in the community in so many different ways. What are your plans moving forward? How will you continue to be involved in the community?
One of the really exciting things that we are in the process of rolling out is an overall association account. And so when I think about what makes a community local, right? What makes your community, it's not bank offices and buildings. It's sports teams and clubs and the interactions of nonprofits that you involve yourself with in a community. And what we found is most of those organizations don't usually have a financial institution that designs products to support them. And so as part of our initiatives in the community and what we're doing by being a really good depositor is to create products that are designed exclusively for nonprofits or associations and to help in there. And so we're going to find really good returns on rates, but also aspects of those accounts that will support their needs that are unique and different to nonprofit boards.
All right, Matt, tell us about the Be the Good Foundation.
Yeah, one of the things we're really excited about rolling out into our community is Vibrant's own foundation that will be called Be the Good Foundation.
Cool.
And so when we think about how we support local communities and the initiatives that we have, there is an opportunity that we believe that we can link both our coffeehouse operations and some rounding up opportunity of change with some of the charitable gifts that we give back to our local community nonprofits. And so we'll be rolling out our own foundation, Be the Good Foundation, really aimed at helping local nonprofits in our region have more and more opportunity to do the things that they do really well.
You know, what else can you tease that might be coming down the pike, if anything?
Yeah, you know, I think the association side is the one that we're probably the most excited about in the short run, because if I think about that, I've been on the board of nonprofits in our community, and it seems as though we're always getting zero return on our money, and it's challenging when a new secretary comes out, and so we're excited about being able to have something designed exclusively for them. We do have a few expansion opportunities for us. We're currently in the Des Moines market as well. We're going to be doing a little bit more on that side. And then the big aspect of what we have really that we're focused on is how do we let people know about the fact that today on a savings and checking account, you can get 4.5% on your money, right?
Yeah.
We are rolling out some new CDs, and so we have some CDs in the market that are priced all the way up to 5.75. So if you've got money today, it's time to actually get it to work.
That's great, man. Hey, thanks for having us out here and showing us around. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks again, Matt.
Yeah.
Again, this segment was sponsored by Vibrant. You can learn more when you visit vibrantcreditunion.org. We'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com.